how does everything work behind the scenes. This label promises to become one of the world's most successful record labels in the history, or entertainment labels in the history of the business. Black Icon Entertainment, with its CEO St. George the Dragon Slayer, claims to do it like nobody has ever done before. Let's take a look behind the scenes.
Bitch is dressing through that bitch is white. Look at that bitch. Hey man, you niggas couldn't tell this nigga was wicked, man. Come on, man, give me a break. This nigga was wicked. That shit, man. Nigga was balling out with y'all money, man. Balling out. But hey, that's what happens when your mind is in the world. You're not grounded in this truth, man.
It's what I do, it's how I grind, black flag on the left too. So you right, you better move. That camera dead, get like shining that's on my head. I'm big like Diddy, damn it, I'm with it. Gotta be big, biggie in my city. Please don't fit it, get them to the roof. Get green, stupid, I'm sitting. Run that come, run it like water. I'm so hot, damn it, she up. When you don't fight, you better be up. You might get on the porch and
enough of that nigga, man. I was just signing out and coming back with another lesson. I want to start off by giving all praise and honor, glory to Yah, Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Okakadas, double honor to the elders that rule well. Peace and blessings to you brothers out there kicking the word of sincerity and truth. As you can see, man, you got this nigga back in the news, man. The discomforter, man, got busted for tax evasion and embezzling. He probably got busted for going to get busted for a lot of other things, man. Because he was a nigga, man. And we warned you, and the elders warned you years ago about this nigga, man. So now his congregation, his church, is trying to play tactics, but lo and behold, we told y'all who this man was, and this guy he's this dude right here, man.
Do we have a deal?
This is you niggas, man.
You know, I know this steak doesn't exist. I know that when I put it in my mouth, the matrix is telling my brain that it is juicy and delicious. After 9 years, you know what I realized? Ignorance is bliss. Then we have a deal. I don't remember nothing. Nothing. You understand?
Yeah, they don't remember nothing, man. So he took that bag of money, man, He forgot about the truth. He forgot about the teachings of Yahweh Shai. He forgot about the reasons why we came into this thing, man. He took that bag of money from Esau, man. And you niggas fell right along with him, man.
I don't want to be rich.
And I want to be rich.
Someone important.
Yeah. And that's what this nigga was trying to do, man. He wanted to be rich. You know, someone important. He wasn't worried about building the kingdom of heaven. He was worried about being rich on this side, man. Look at this. You know? Watch it, yeah, man. He ain't worried about teaching, man. He wasn't worried about building a strong foundation in his faith and his truth. He was worried about being rich. He was worried about being someone important. That's why he called himself the Comforter, man. He wanted to be the guy, man. And that's another thing, man. You know, to brothers listening, man. These women, man. You know, these women, and you got to stay away from all these women. You know, that's why here in GMS we don't allow women into our congregation, because it just breeds carnality, man. Right, got a man. Look at these ugly hoes, man. Nigga look pregnant. Look at that. You know, it's one thing to go out and have a good time with the fellas, but why are you videotaping that shit, man? Why are you promoting that? Why are you pushing that, man? You know? Come on, bro. So this is the mindset of you guys. You sold out.
Like an actor.
You see?
Whatever you want.
Esau, whatever you want.
Okay. Get my body back in the power plant.
Okay. And you know, and so it just reminded me of this scene in The Matrix where he took that deal with Esau, man, Agent Smith, man. And IUIC is the same way. All you guys that took that bag and went the easy route of making money and making merchandise of this thing of ours, and doing it for filthy lucre's sake, you're gonna get rooted out and exposed, man. Lord ain't dealing with you guys, man. So I want to start off in Matthew's 13. Start at verse 1. Matthew 13:1. The same day when Yahushua out of the house went Yahushua out of the house and sat by the seaside, and great multitudes were gathered together unto him, so that he went unto a ship and sat, and the whole multitude stood on the shore. And he spake many things unto them in parables, saying, Behold, a sower went forth to sow. And when he sowed, some seeds fell by the wayside, and the fowls came and devoured them. You know? And so it's just like you see these guys, we out preaching, and they only here for a blip, man. They fell by the wayside. The fowls that came and devoured them up. Some fell upon stony places where they had not much earth, and forthwith they sprung up because they had no deepness in the earth. Okay, and so you see some of these guys that can't pull themselves out of the world, and so they come into this truth for a little bit, but they wither away. In verse 13, verse 6. And when the sun was up, they were scorched, and because they had no root, they withered away. And some fell among thorns, and the thorns sprung up and choked them. Okay, and that's a lot of you guys that were in these churches, man. You fell among thorns, man. Okay, you kept company with people who were meant to just to devour you up, man, and lead you astray. And you wouldn't take the heat, and you wouldn't take the warnings, man. Because you got to look at it through the spirit of this thing, man. It's not about making money and being comfortable, man. It's about the will and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua through the spirit, man. Verse 8. but others fell onto good ground and brought forth fruit, and some 100-fold, some 60-fold, and some 30-fold. Okay, and that's through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. This GMS, man. Ever since 2007, as far as when these videos start going out on YouTube, these camps have been popping up, and we just been pushing the word, man. We don't need to promote businesses as far as with this truth. We don't need to make it a show and make it all razzle dazzle and pretty, man. We ain't trying to get all these brothers together and take all their money. We help each other out because the scriptures tell you to help each other out. But you don't need to be defrauding people, man. And those who were defrauding people, guess what? They get kicked the hell out, man. They get exposed and they get kicked the hell out. Okay? So, these guys like this Comforter and Nate Satan and all these other clowns are going to be exposed. Okay? They're going to be exposed for who they really are, man, in due time, man. But why? Because their mind wasn't rooted in the truth. Their hearts weren't set in good soil, man. They were double-minded. They wanted the fruits of carnality. They wanted to have that on the same plate of the fruits of the spirit and righteousness. And then you can't have those mixing, man. It's gonna be defiled. You lukewarm, and the Lord is gonna spew you out of His mouth, man. Okay, that's not a healthy balance. Okay, Proverbs 11:1. A false balance is an abomination to Yahweh, but a just weight is His delight. And this guy, Tazablakia, he was weighed with a false balance, man. He's more concerned about worldly things than building up his treasures in heaven, man. Verse 2. When pride cometh, then cometh shame. But with the lowly is wisdom. This guy was never lowly, man. He had all the pride in the world to call himself the Comforter, man. The integrity of the upright shall guide them, but the perverseness of transgressors shall destroy them. Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death. And that's what you're seeing. That's what you're seeing, man. All that money that he got is not going to save him from going to prison. He going to be in the concentration camps. Okay? And probably worse things are going to befall that dude. Before these missiles hit. With his type of pride, he probably wants to kill himself now. Because he's going to lose all of that. He's going to lose that lifestyle. Okay? Esau ain't playing with you, Jakes, man. You living amongst your enemy. That's why you got to cling to this truth, man. Forget about all that other stuff, man. We ain't meant to be rich on this side. We're going to have more wealth than we can imagine in the kingdom of heaven. But you got to believe that. If you don't believe it, why you calling yourself the Comforter and reading scriptures, man? You want to be in the world. Just go be in the world, man. Proverbs 20:20. I'm going to start at 21. An inheritance may be gotten hastily at the beginning. And that's what he did, man. He tried to gain an inheritance here on this side, man. Okay? But the end thereof shall not be blessed. And then now look at him, man. The end thereof he shall not be blessed. Now he's facing all of these charges, man. Say not thou I will recompense evil, but wait on Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and He shall save thee. And that's what we're doing. We're not trying to go out and we're gonna go to Israel and we're gonna take the white man out. And so we need money to build churches and get armies. We need to get some guns, man. Look, man, you're gonna be destroyed by Esau if you do that shit, man. You need to wait on the Lord. He's our strength. He's our salvation. Verse 23. Diverse weights are an abomination to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and a false balance is not good. A man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way? And that's what you're seeing with a lot of these guys. They're trying to create their own path, or what they think is their own path, but they don't realize that it's just the Lord just putting demons on you, man, to destroy yourself. Lord is putting the demons on you to destroy yourself, and you falling right into the snares of Satan, man. You know, this is Sirach chapter 1. I'm gonna start at verse. Start at verse 25. Sirach 1 and 25. It says, the parables of knowledge are in the treasures of wisdom. Okay, so that's the treasures that we need to be looking for, man. The treasures of wisdom, man. But godliness is an abomination to a sinner. So yeah, to put off the ways of the world was an abomination to Taza Blackie, man. Putting off the ways of mirth and wantonness and folly, you know, he didn't want to do that, man. He wanted to promote that. He wanted to be amongst all of that, you know. He wanted to be the Jay-Z of Israel, man. If thou desire wisdom, keep the commandments, and the Lord shall give her unto thee. For the fear of the Lord is wisdom and instruction, and faith and meekness are his delight. Distrust not the fear of the Lord when thou art poor. And that's what he did. He distrusted the fear of the Lord when he didn't have no money, man. All he was thinking about was ways to defraud people so he can have a position on this side, man. And come not unto him with the double heart. And these guys had double hearts, man. They had their mind in the world, okay. But then they were just trying to claim that they were the greatest Israelites of all time, man. Double heart. Be not a hypocrite in the sight of men. And so when you make videos like these, but you talk about you the comforter, you look like a hypocrite in the sight of men. You look like a damn fool. No beard. You know? Okay? Let's go back to it. Be not a hypocrite in the sight of men, and take good heed what thou speakest. And all they talked about was making money, having money, and making fun of people that didn't have as much money as them. And so that's why that they got taken down, man. That's why they were destroyed. Okay? Go to the next scripture, man. Let me jump to I can go to a real popular one. This is Revelations 3. This is Revelations chapter 3, verse 15. I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would thou work cold or hot. Yeah, if you want to be a music mogul and a guy that's a music producer, then just go do that, man. Just go do that. You know, but if you're gonna be in this truth, you need to be about that, man. Now, I'm not saying you can't have a job, you can't make music in your spare time, but that doesn't be that music and your job doesn't need to be the foremost thing, man. Okay. Verse 16. So then, because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth. Because thou sayest, I am rich and increaseth with goods, and have need of nothing, and knowest not that thou art wretched. And that these guys didn't see that they were wretched in the sight of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. The Lord was displeased with them, man. They are wretched and miserable and poor and blind and naked, man. And now you're gonna know that, because Esau's gonna take all that money, man. He's gonna take all that money. Okay? So our mindset needs to be on the destruction of this place, and the destruction of the wicked, and the destruction of Esau, man, and the destruction of his kingdom. Our mindset needs to be there, man. We can't have it both ways, man. We're not gonna have it both ways. So we need to be fixed on the kingdom of heaven, man. Okay? But and with that, If the kingdom of heaven is going to be ushered in, evil has to be destroyed. That needs to be our comment. It doesn't need to be about being comfortable and building an empire on this side, man. Because that's not going to be what happens on this place, man. Verse 13. So Proverbs 8, verse 13. The fear of the Lord is to hate evil, pride, and arrogance, and the evil way in the forward mouth do I hate. So that's I gotta be our mindset, man. It's to hate all of these wicked things, man. You know? So we gotta make sure that our mindset is on what the intents of Yahweh Shah are, man. Okay? It says, counsel is mine and sound wisdom. I am understanding, I have strength. Okay? So, our mind needs to be set on the destruction of this place and not on the pleasures of this current world. Okay? This is James 1 and verse, I started 6. But let him ask in faith, nothing wavering, for he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea driven with the wind and tossed. Okay? And so you can't be going back and forth in this thing, man. You know? For let not that man think that he shall receive anything of the Lord. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. Let the brother of low decree rejoice in that he is exalted, but the rich in that he is made low, because as the flower of grass he shall pass away. Okay? And so we're looking for the comfort of the Lord's return, man. He was looking in the comfort of this world, and that's why he wanted to call himself the comforter, man. But we're comforted by the message of the Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to return, man. Okay? That's what we're looking for. The return of the Lord and destruction of this place, man. We're not looking to promote this place, man. Promote, oh yeah, we're going to have the top black icon music in the world. Man, this place is going to be destroyed, bro. Fuck all that. Psalms 97 and 9. For thou, Lord, art high above all the earth. Thou art exalted far above all gods. Yeah, that the love of the Lord hate evil. Ye that love the Lord hate evil. He preserveth the souls of his saints. He delivereth them out of the hand of the wicked. And that's what we're looking for, man. We're looking to be delivered away from this man. To be delivered away from this society, man. We're not looking to be in league or be one with the white man. You know, we're not looking to try to be have this league with the so-called white man and the way he's conducting himself on this side. Fuck that, man. This is James chapter 5, verse 10. Take my brother the prophets who have spoken in the name of the Lord for an example of suffering, affliction, and patience. So when we read these scrolls, we don't read about how much money Luke had and all the things that all the apostles had. We were promised tribulation. We were promised that trial by fire. So that's what we look for, man. We weren't promised comfort on this side. Okay. Verse 11. Behold, we count them happy which endure. Ye have heard the patience of Job and have seen the end of the Lord. Yeah, the Lord eventually delivered Job and he restored Job tenfold, you know. So we're looking to be restored in the kingdom of heaven. That the Lord is very pitiful and of tender mercy. But above all things, my brethren, swear not, neither by heaven, neither by earth, neither by any other oath, but let your yea be yea and your nay nay, lest ye fall into condemnation. So we got to make sure that our walk in this thing is upright, and what we say we about, that's what we're doing. You don't, and that's a constant fight with the flesh. It's a constant fight with that carnal sense of wanting to be at ease where you are, man. You're constantly battling that. That's why brothers always say you got to constantly be praying, man. You got to constantly be praying for yourself, constantly be praying for brothers, that the Yahweh Shem Yahushua keeps you in that spirit of perseverance, keep you in that spirit of growth, keep you in that spirit of moving forward. You might fall by the wayside, but you repent and you grow from that, So it's just a constant fight. Okay, I'm gonna grab one more scripture, then I'm gonna end it on Amos 5, one of my favorites. This is Amos 5, verse 15. I'll start at verse 14. Amos 5 14. It says, "Seek good and not evil, that ye may live." And so the Yahweh, the power of hosts, shall be with you, as ye have spoken. Hate the evil and love the good, and establish judgment in the gate. For it may be that the Lord God of hosts will be gracious unto the remnant of Joseph. Okay, and that's what we're set to do, is to hate the evil and love the good. And then if you keep reading down, it goes into the day of the Lord and how it's darkness. And so that's the time that we're looking for, because those evil days are set for sinners and for the heathen. The day of the Lord for the righteous is going to be salvation and marvelous. And so we want to be on the right side of that line once it's drawn physically in that sand, Okay? And so don't worry about niggas like this, man. Because he didn't take over nothing, man. He got taken over, man. We saw the story this nigga, man.
Came every wrong, so we got him done.
Good for that nigga, man.
The family, I'm gonna give him some. Spent that corner. He didn't run. Sunday at a whole church singing the song. Why they had to sing my bed?
All praise and honor to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Peace and blessings to you brothers out there kicking his word of sincerity and truth. Shalom.